So, um, this one took longer to do, but I'm glad it was done. This is the Rezel C Type from the General Revels, but I done it up in different colors. This took longer to do because I had to get extra paint to finish it up, mainly the black. And if you notice that some parts look darker or shinier than others, that's because the blacks are two different black types, and I should have done this differently to make it work better. Where certain parts will have the glossier black and others will have that kind of matte black. The blacks used was the normal black, and the other one was a semi-gloss. Semi-gloss does not look semi-gloss. I'm gonna say that right now, but it's okay. It's whatever. I think the biggest noticeable difference, if you look at the feet, you can see this foot here. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's harder to tell. Maybe not. But me looking at it, this one is the normal black, which looks glossy. This is the semi-gloss, which is the non-glossy, almost matte finish. This took a while, and I think a few people on the Discord I'm a part of, they call this the colors are from Code Geass, look like Lelouch's colors. And I took a quick look, and I was like, yeah, it does. But I like the colors. So, if you know the original colors was, it was the clear parts were all orange. I mean, uh, the clear parts were like a clear yellow. Don't worry, you'll see a picture of the side by side comparison of with them together. Just minus the add-on parts like the B unit and the A unit. This one has the B unit. I believe this is the B unit because the A unit is the missile pods and the beam sabers. So with this one, it's the original colors were clear yellow, orange, white, and like a tannish beige color. So all that beige tan color is now black. All the white is now yellow. All the clear yellow is now orange. And all the tan beige color is now black. And this is just the base body itself. You want to see a side by side comparison with them together. Like I said, without the cannons or the extra B and A units on the back, you just see them with the body, their shield, and their beam rifle. And like I said, this took longer to do, but I do like it, and I think it looks phenomenally amazing. I do like the color scheme. Now, and this is the only one that I done that actually took 8 colors to do. And you're thinking 8, but I don't see 8. Now, if you're looking at the base body itself, it's like 6, I think. 6 or 7, but if you're counting the back, it's 8. It's 6, if I'm not mistaken, it's 6 back, 6 on the body, and then I think like 8. And then there's like 2 back there. Yeah, it was 2 for the back section, the unit section I use, and then it's 6 on the body. So this used 8 colors in total. So you have the black, you have the orange, you have the yellow, you have the purple. On the beam rifle is a darker gray. I spray painted this darker gray, made this part here black, painted this part yellow, and the E-Pack is black. I started to paint the barrel a different color, but I think because the barrel is attached, I left it. So yeah, the main barrel itself is a different color, and the handle is black as well. So I just did this to add some, color to this, to make it stand out a lot more. Like I said, I got a lot of like side by side comparison pictures with this, so you can see it. There is a little bit of gray in certain areas, but there's more hidden it's mainly like help with the joints. I think I painted like some of the joint connectors in here on his for his hips. I painted those gray. Um, I want to say, oh yeah, down here on the back of the legs, where these like hosing pipes are. I painted those in a lighter gray. Those are painted in a lighter gray compared to the normal gray. What else is painted? Also, this stand is also kind of annoying me because it feels like it's throwing off his center balance. And oh yeah, the inside of the thrusters I painted red. So all the thrusters on him are painted red. So yeah, and the shield followed the same concept. Um, Sadly, it's so easy to pop off now. So like I said, the extra energy packs in here are painted black. I didn't paint the inside of this. I left it in its gray color, so it stayed. These parts was originally white, so they're now yellow. The whole shield is black, and I painted the barrel black as well. Uh, Inside the arm, the missile tube, the beam saber handles are also painted black. So like I painted those black because I figured why not? It should be painted black. I was going to originally paint them yellow, but I just went with the black, and it's like, okay, end of story. And like I said, it's not his body that has issue standing, it's that kickstand of his that's throwing his weight all weird. And I'm not going to say he has issues holding this because he has. Hold it. It's just, I don't know, it feels weird and flimsy. All the orange parts, luckily, well, most of the main ones here on the body, the visor, the chest, and the arms, they're easy to pop out because the visor just plugs in and I can just take the sides of the head off, remove the front of the lower, like where the mouth is, and pop the visor off. Easy paint. That sticker I never touched. That sticker up there, that yellow sticker, I never touched it. I left that there just for reasons. Yeah, so, no, right there, that yellow sticker. I left that there for obvious reasons. It's mostly hidden behind there unless you really look up there, but for obvious reasons, I'm just gonna leave it hidden. I haven't transformed this guy because I was, I don't want to. When there's reasons, and I also kind of don't want to mess up the paint or chip it. These parts right here is black because they need to be black. The rest is gray. I was tempted to paint the waist here in a darker gray, but because it's already enough black on it, I decided to not paint it. My original plan was to paint the arms, like paint all the joints, like the exposed joints, like in the arms, or paint the sides of its body. Paint those in like a darker gray or something like that, or maybe a lighter gray. But I went against it and decided to leave it. Uh, the parts back here that's used for the B unit to connect the cannons, I painted those in a slightly darker gray. So the gray, that's not a normal gray, is a darker gray in there. Um, the cannons here. Well, these cannons. So what I did was I'm gonna see if I can pop one off. And honestly, it's super stiff in there because paint. Well, that part is not painted, and neither is the part in there, but it's overall just stiff. So, like I said, I painted this black, and I'm pretty sure I hit all the sides, but it looks like maybe I didn't. So it looks like almost a weathering effect on it. The barrel in here, I painted. The barrel is painted gunmetal, so is the part down here. So I painted these gunmetal to give it, an extra feel. So it's a 3-color paint, and you can kind of see down it, like all of it is painted gunmetal. And I figured the gunmetal would do it more justice, anyways. Because I originally was gonna paint this part black, but because it's already in a black housing, I went against it. Now for the cannons. This is where I took some of the inspiration from the, I guess from real grades or whatever. I never built a real grade, but I was looking at a, well, well, not even a real grade, because the RX 78 3.0 has like that two-tone blue and white on it. So I was like, okay, yeah, I'll do this. So what I did was, now, like I said, I follow the same rules. The white is now yellow. The clear parts in here, because there's in there recessed, I can't pop them out, especially these round ones. So I had to paint those while they were still inside, and that is sort of a thing of itself, to really paint those while they're still inside. But it's doable, and I did it somehow. So for this, the handles is a lighter gray. I meant for this to be a darker gray, but I screwed up. The barrels here are that kind of glossy looking black, as you can see there. It's a nice glossy black, because I still have some of it left over to use. It wasn't enough to do as much as I wanted to, but it was enough just to do the barrel. Now, the lower section of the barrel, which is the two halves that's sandwiched together, these I did in the semi-gloss black, so it's the matte black finish. The top half is the gunmetal, along with the sensor cover, where the sensor parts are. Those are gunmetal as well. I meant for these to be reversed, with the bottom sections being gunmetal. These parts I had meant to be gunmetal, and this top was going to be black. But because I wasn't thinking about when I started painting, and I didn't realize this until I painted the wrong pieces first, I said, screw. I said, whatever. The handles do come out still. Oh, okay, there they go. The handles do come out, and the handles are in the I want to say they're in the black that I used for, well, it's either two colors. They're either in the matte black I used for this, or they're in my darker gray. Because it's not gunmetal. I know I spray painted those handles, but it's not black. It's either matte black, it's either in the black, or it's in a darker gray. I just don't remember which one it is. And also, no, if you weren't, it does this hinder with anything? No. The Like, I'm not gonna transform this because I don't want to. Like I said, I don't want to chip the paint. But so, like I do, here's all the colors used. TS86 pure red. That covers like all the thrusters, and even the thrusters on the back too. I forget. I painted these thrusters too because they're still considered part of the main body. So those thrusters was painted in red. So all thrusters are painted red. TS24, which is the purple that you see on the torso and on the legs. I mean on the feet. TS98, pure orange. This is all the clear parts that you see up here on him. On the shoulders, the body, the head, and on the cannons in the back. TS34 camel yellow. This takes care of the all the yellow parts you see on him all over. Like I said, all the white became yellow. TS27 matte white. There is one part that's like right there. Um, Let me see if I can like focus on it. It's gonna be kind of hard to focus. It's kind of hard to get that, proper focus on it, but that little centerpiece in there, that piece is painted white, but because it's also sitting behind a purple part, which is also sitting around a black part, kind of hard to notice it. And yeah, I keep forgetting that that little part is purple in there. Continuing on. Next up is a TS99 IGN Gray, the IJN Gray, the Missouri Arsenal. This gray was used only back here on these handle parts for the cannons. I also have my TS32 because I had to buy more. The Haze Gray. This was used only in the back of the legs. I did have planned to use more of it, but I didn't. I know I have it. I just don't see it. Oh, they're over here. That's why. It was a lot of colors used in this. It's more than what I think, but at base level, it's like, yeah, it's like 8 colors. 3 grays, 2 blacks, a white, and then like 5 other colors. Well, 4 grays and 4 other colors. Next up is the TS48, the gunship gray. I didn't use much of this, but I did use enough, and where I used it at was on the beam rifle and the parts back here on his nose cone or the stabilizer back here. So those and these side parts right here to connect for the B unit. Those parts was the only ones that got the gunship gray. Like I said, there was enough of it in there to do this. Next up is TS38, the gunmetal. And the only gunmetal you're going to see is going to be on the cannons on his back. And also, well, the main cannons on the top parts and where the sensors are. And on these cannons, like at the top where the barrel is, and at the bottom here where the thrusters are. Next up is the TS14, just the base black. This is majority of the body, so that stuff that looks kind of shiny, yeah, it's this black. And then there's the the TS29 semi-gloss black. This is like where mostly is on the back sections, like on those cannons and on this leg and on this side armor. That is this black. It's not bad. So all in all, in total, if you just count it as base colors, it was like 8 colors. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 colors. But if you count like all the spray paints used, that is a lot. That is at least 12 colors I used. It's 12 different colors overall, and it took a while to do this, but it was worth the effort. So yeah, this is the my custom painted Rezel C Type with the B unit attached.